Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm your host, Raylene Marks, with today's top stories. Well, yesterday we spoke about an anti-Semitic op-ed or article that was featured in De Morgen, which is a Belgian left-leaning publication, where a notorious anti-Semite, Dimitri Verhulst, wrote an article saying that he doesn't think that Judaism is a religion because why would God give such creatures such ugly noses? He went on to speak about the concept of chosenness and basically that because Jews are the chosen people, we seem to think we have a license to steal land from Palestinians and other things. Well, the Israeli embassy in Belgium, as well as Jewish organizations and probably anybody who's halfway sane, criticized and condemned this article and spoke to the editor about it. And what is absolutely astounding is that the editor doesn't see anything anti-Semitic about the article. In fact, he said if there was anything anti-Semitic, he wouldn't have published it, and that any criticism of Israel is deemed anti-Semitic. So I would just like to remind the editor of this publication that criticizing Israel's policies is legitimate criticism, but trotting out every disgusting anti-Semitic trope, like the fact that some people think that Jews have big noses, is inherently anti-Semitic, along with blood libels, along with accusations that we think we're better than everybody else. And just to remind the editor and anyone doubting that Jews come in all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, backgrounds, and colors, and so do our noses. On to more local news, and Israel's Interior Minister Aryeh Deri has awarded residency to a Palestinian Good Samaritan who was at the scene and helped a Jewish family from the West Bank after a terror attack. The terror attack, which claimed the life of Rabbi Mark, resulted in his wife being severely injured and his children being trapped in a car. The Palestinian man whose name is not mentioned, stopped to rescue the children. In fact, when he pulled one of the children out of the vehicle, the mother said, "God sent us an Arab to rescue us." Now, he has been hounded in his village and he has been the recipient of many death threats. And there were appeals to the Interior Minister to please help this lovely gentleman whose only crime is to help a Jewish family. And thank goodness the story does have happy endings, and he has been awarded residency in Israel. And to more international news, the US State Department has added into its definition of anti-Semitism that comparisons between Israel and Nazi Germany are to be deemed anti-Semitic. So this is a very important addition to the definition of anti-Semitism, because some of Israel's worst detractors, including BDS, like to make this comparison, and it proves again and again that these kind of organizations are not human rights orientated. They just want to demonize Israel as much as possible, and that fits in with the definition of anti-Semitism. So yeah, I know, yet another day on my soapbox. What can I do? It's the state of the world. But if you want to read more lovely content and something extremely uplifting and actually quite special to us here at Lay of the Land, you can read Dave Kaplan's article, Where It All Began, and take a guided tour with an extremely special guide through the neighborhood of Neve Tzedek, which is one of the first neighborhoods of Tel Aviv. Very special tour. I encourage all of you to take it. You can find that on our website, and you can find it on our Facebook page. And while you're there, like us, follow us, and invite your friends to like us and follow us. And if you're viewing us on YouTube, simply click on the subscribe button below to receive your daily edition of the Israel Brief. I'm Raylene Marks with the Israel Brief, and I'll see you this time tomorrow.